Through our center, we have been equipping community schools with skills and resources to impact more than 3,000 children with a life-changing education. Today, we've invited Bibian, a director of one of our partner schools in Lusaka, Zambia, to share the story of one of her students.
I want to tell you a story about one boy who has made a very big progress, who came from our school and is somewhere else now. So this boy is Milton. Milton came to our school when he was 13 years.
When Milton joined Chalk Up School at 13 years old, he wasn't able to read yet. This is actually quite common for the children in our community. Learning to read is a gift that many children never receive. But this was a turning point in Milton's life. Equipped with teacher training and thousands of books from our library, the teachers at Chalk Up were ready to help Milton. They began working with him during school and after school, and he began to make progress. And every day he would borrow books to take home with him and keep practicing.
He used to go with the books, but he had a notebook where he was noting all the difficult words and all those words which he wasn't understanding. Then when he comes back to school, he was like, he really wanted to know these words and to understand them.
Another thing that encouraged Milton to learn how to read was the computers that Chalk Up School received from Impact One. The rule at Chalk Up School was that in order to use the computers, you had to know how to read. This was definitely the motivation that Milton needed.
We introduced computers to them, like they have to work with computers. Now Milton, being a boy who wasn't very good in reading, he was exempted from computers and he did not like it at all. So Milton said, no madam, I have to know how to read so that I can also use a computer. He started working very hard and we could see that the boy really wanted to know how to read and really wanted to use the computers.
At the start of 6th grade, Milton was finally able to read short words. And with all of the practice that he put in, he jumped through the reading levels so quickly. Within just 3 months, he was reading short stories. And just a year later, when he finished 7th grade, he was reading novels and teaching others how to read. Milton also became very good at computers while at Chalk Up School. And after completing 7th grade, he moved to a nearby government school. One day, when Bibian was visiting the school, she was very shocked to find Milton walking around with a huge set of keys.
I found Milton in the corridor walking, but I was with the deputy head from the same school. So he was like, he greeted me, then I saw a bunch of keys. There was, Milton, what is this? He was, madam, I'm in charge of the computer room. So the deputy head from that school was puzzled and was like, who is he? I said, oh, he's my former pupil.
Milton is now an 11th grader, and he's doing very well at school. He even comes back to Chalk Up School to participate in a mentoring program where he's guiding the younger boys. Milton's life was forever changed the day he learned how to read. Without that, there's no telling where he would be right now. But I doubt that he would be in charge of the computer room at the high school, where he's learning more skills and preparing for college.
He's a very good example of those who came from my school. I'm proud of him.
Every child deserves the chance to learn how to read. And through our center, we can give children that gift. There are more than 16,000 children learning in 70 different schools around our center. Will you help us create more space so that we can invite more children in for a life-changing education? Follow the link to give towards our building campaign and help us reach our goal of $35,000.